Hey guys, what is going on? It is Cruz Avi here and I welcome each and every one of you to a brand new tutorial video for our channel, The Guide. And today we're gonna be talking about penalties because the penalty system got completely reworked in FIFA 20, and in this video I will show you the new mechanics and some first tips on how to shoot better and more consistent penalties. Before we get into that, I want to say thanks to EA and the Game Changers Network for inviting us to the Gamescom, which made this video possible in the first place, and to all of you guys who are interested in sharing your knowledge, discussing your upcoming starter teams in FIFA 20 or finding practice partners to improve, then definitely check the link in the description down below to our Discord and join the community today. And if you're interested in upping your game to the next level with private coaching in FIFA 20, then also check the link to our coaching website in the description. You will find further information there. The biggest change to the new penalty system is how you aim with the left stick. Before, you had an arrow that you would point towards the direction where you wanted to shoot, and then the height of the shot you would confirm by how much you would power up. And now, similar to the new free kick system, you have a cursor that determines not only the direction of the shot but also its height. You can move the cursor freely in every direction, but if you push the left stick all the way to the edge on the left, right or upwards, then you will miss the target, which is why it's pretty hard actually to aim precisely into the corner, because the left stick is somewhere in a free space and you have to then hold it in that position until you take the penalty. Also, it's very important to mention that in online modes such as FUT Champs or Division Rivals, you will have the cursor available. So it will be the same as for the free kicks, and compared to the arrow which was taken out and invisible in FUT Champions, in FIFA 20 you will have the aiming assistance with the cursor available, and that should at least make it a bit easier to aim well. So during the run-up you can still switch directions around, which I didn't do in these examples because as I said, found it quite hard to aim well in general, but it will probably still be important to switch it up while running up, because your player's face is still pointing towards the direction that you're currently aiming in, as you can see here in this example. Some producers told us that they're working on a solution that locks the player's face at a certain moment, so then you can no longer see in which direction the player is aiming, but it's not final yet how that solution will look like. So because of these changes to the aiming system, I found it the easiest to shoot low penalties, because then you have a fixed point. Before, you would have a fixed point by aiming all the way upwards until you reach the edging, and then you would aim left or right. But as I said, that's not possible anymore, because then you aim above the goal. But if you instead aim downwards, you can only aim down so far, and then you have that fixed point on the bottom edge with the left stick. And then from there, I found it way easier to aim slightly to the right or left in order to get a well-placed penalty. Next up we have powering up the penalty, and as always you do that with the shooting button. In the past you would determine how high or low the penalty would be shot, but since the cursor is now doing that, instead you now decide how big of a spread you want on your penalty. So the more you power up, obviously the more power the shot will have, but also, as you can see with the white circle around the cursor, the penalty gets a wider spread. So that is the area where the penalty can go. That's decided by variance, so basically it's RNG, and you can lower that possible RNG by not powering up the shot as much. Also, the higher a player's penalty rating, the tighter the spread will be, and vice versa. So in my opinion, it now has a much bigger impact to shoot a penalty with a good taker. Another new feature to the penalties that is also implemented in the new free kick system is that you're now able to time your penalties. So as for a normal timed finish, you have to press the shooting button once again in the moment when your player is right about to contact the ball, and then that will determine the quality of the shot. If you hit a green timed finish, then obviously your penalty will be more precise, have a lower spread and be more powerful. If you hit it yellow, then it can still go in, but obviously the spread is wider and you are risking missing the penalty. And if you hit it red, then obviously the penalty in most cases will miss. From my first impression, timing your penalties will be pretty important, since it's something you can practice and master quite well. And if you want to aim precise penalties right next to the post, you are still risking to miss them because of the spread, even with good players. So that's why timing the penalty can make sure that you score them all the time. You can still modify your penalties to be a finesse or a lob shot. In order to shoot a finesse shot penalty, you just have to hold R1 on PlayStation or RB on Xbox while taking the penalty. And if you want it to be a lob shot, then hold L1 on PlayStation or LB on Xbox. So the follow through for taking a hold penalty is first to press R2 or RT in order to select your kick taker, and preferably take the best one you have so that you have the highest chance of scoring it. Then you can already aim before the runner, but you can also, after powering up the shot, continue aiming, switch directions while taking the penalty, and then in the end, if you have the confidence, go for a timed finish. So that means pressing the shooting button once again in the moment that your striker is about to take the shot, and then hopefully you scored it successfully. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope the overview and the tips help you to score more penalties in the beginning of FIFA 20. If you liked the video, then please leave a thumbs up, since it helps out the video and the channel massively. Also subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss any further videos of the guide. I'll better talk to you in the next one. See you then. Much love. Peace.